Hello, hello. Welcome to Wicked Words, the podcast where you get to listen to my terrible New England accent while I talk about true crime and other dark topics. My name is Brooke, and today I am bringing you an update to a previous episode. Last month in mid-October, I presented episode 8, The Systemic Failure of Harmony Montgomery. I will link that episode, but just as a quick overview, Harmony was a 5-year-old from Massachusetts who was born to parents who were struggling with addiction. The state had been involved. They had taken Harmony multiple times and also returned her to the custody of her parents. Unfortunately, Harmony was neglected multiple times, and they ended up taking custody of her from the mother, and in 2019, she was placed with her biological father, Adam Montgomery, who she barely knew. Because Adam lived in New Hampshire, there was this really big lack of communication between the states of New Hampshire and Massachusetts, and no follow-up had been conducted on the welfare of Harmony. So she kind of fell through the cracks of the system, and later that year, in December of 2019, she was missing. However, she was not reported missing to authorities until 2 years later. By that time, her father was homeless, he was separated from his wife, and he refused to cooperate. Ultimately, police held him on unrelated charges. It wasn't specifically murder, but they did hold him on assault of Harmony due to allegations that he had struck her. These charges were too late, unfortunately. A search of previous residences of Adam Montgomery had been conducted, and multiple items had been brought in for testing. Ultimately, it was determined that biological material matching Harmony was discovered, leading the police to believe that she was deceased. On Wednesday, October 26, 2022, Manchester police announced that the case was being investigated as a homicide, and Adam Montgomery had been arrested and charged with second-degree murder of Harmony, in addition to falsifying physical evidence, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with witness or informants. To date, Harmony's remains have not been recovered. Adam has waived his right for an arraignment, so he did not have to appear in court for the matter. It was revealed, however, that on or about December 7th of 2019, that Adam allegedly struck Harmony in the head with a closed fist repeatedly, resulting in her death. I have to say allegedly because, unfortunately, he's been charged, but he has not been convicted yet. So there is that presumption of innocence, although I can't say that I have any presumption of innocence in this case. It's possible that he kept her remains hidden for 3 months until about March 4th, 2020, when he disposed of them after the police began their investigation into the matter. And I don't even believe that police were investigating the disappearance of Harmony at this point. It was just other charges that had come up, maybe the welfare. I would have to look back at the timeline, to be honest, and to see at this time period why the police were at that house. But there were so many calls to the Montgomery residence during this time that it could have been a number of things. Police gained this information in June of this year from interviews with Kayla Montgomery, the estranged wife of Adam and the supposed stepmother of Harmony. I say supposed because this is not behavior that a step-parent should exhibit. Kayla was being held on charges of food stamp fraud after she was receiving benefits for Harmony, despite her not being in her care. She was also being held on charges for other felonies that had to do with stolen firearms. And because she's cooperating with the police in the disappearance of Harmony, there have been talks of a plea deal in the making for her. And personally, I don't believe that she deserves any leniency for her actions. I understand why they are doing this, and it bothers me because it's evident that she was not afraid of Adam. The only reason that she came forward with this information was because she was facing a plethora of charges now, and it had nothing to do with, a fear of Adam, despite the fact that she told police he kind of threatened her and told her, if she sticks to her story, everything would be okay. Yet, she and Adam had been split for months, and she still never came forward with this information. I understand she might be afraid of him, but this is a little girl that is deceased. Kayla has her own children. The fact that she couldn't even come forward with that information, even anonymously to police, is kind of disgusting in my thought. But that's just my opinion. It's unfortunate that the state has to make a deal with the devil in hopes of recovering this poor girl's remains just to lay her to rest. Perhaps if, they did their job in the first place, this situation could have been circumvented and this little girl could have still been alive. But let's get back to the story. My heart breaks for Crystal Sorry and for Harmony's brothers. And I will try to stay up to date on this case as much as I can as it progresses. I'm currently working on 2 longer videos, and I'll be releasing those hopefully by the end of the month. Honestly, I appreciate everyone's patience and understanding. I've had a lot of things going on in the background, and I'm really busting my ass on these next few episodes so that they're exactly how I envision them. And I'm honestly proud of the progress that I've been making. So I can't wait to present them to you. But with the holidays and some health things that have been going on, it's kind of taking some extra time. And I truly am thankful that everyone is kind of sticking around and following along for this. I just want to say, if anyone has any information about this case, about this matter that they feel is relevant, the tip line number is 603-203-6060. And this is, again, a 24/7 tip line for any information that may be relevant for the location of Harmony's remains or anything about the circumstances of her murder. Please just reach out to this line. It's 24 hours. You can be anonymous. It's, again, 603-203-6060, and I will leave that linked below. Without dragging this on forever, I just want to say that I hope that everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I can't wait to catch you all on the flip side.